Dr. Kemi Lawrence, it's Tuesday, the 12th of November, 2024. Let's talk about November 12th, 2000. When I delivered a baby that evening, that baby turned 24 today, and that's my son, Rich KJT. I want you all to follow him on Rich KJT on every platform or Rich KJT Music on the social platforms. TikTok is also Rich KJT and YouTube. Let me tell you about this phenomenal boy I had. Sometimes in the early millennium, 2001, 2002, I would go to the pharmacy and drop him off at the babysitter. And KJ would be listening to the music I was playing in traffic, which was mostly hip hop and R&B. I was also a music journalist and a music publicist, as well as a pharmacist at the time. Many of you know I have multiple degrees. Well, this is Rich KJT. The music and the songs he was actually singing in this backseat will shock you. I mean, it will shock you. I have the audios, and he was singing everything from Kanye West to Usher to all of that, word for word. Now, as time went on, I had a broadcast studio in my house for my job as a journalist. So I did my podcast. Yes, I was the first to bring podcasts to Nigeria. I've been doing podcasts since 2004. I did my radio station podcast. I did a lot of my recordings, and I did a lot of commercials and voiceover for companies. So I had a home studio. So in my home studio, KJ would come and start playing the piano, and he'll just play things randomly. And I play the piano since 3 years old. So I figured this boy is trying to do what I did at 3 years old. So Rich KJT will come and start playing the piano, and I just discovered, wait a minute, this boy is making beats. Let me start recording them. Yes, I did record the beats, and he was always excited. Then he now started singing to the beats he made. This was the moment I said, this boy might be a singer when he grows up, but I really didn't pay attention to it. Now, as time went on, he grew up 10, 11 years old in Canada. When we were in Toronto, we had we were living in a really bad area. Everywhere was bad in Toronto, but we were in Chalk Farm. And living in Chalk Farm, everybody's a gang member downstairs. Gangs, drugs, everything. So I didn't want KJ to get into the streets and all that. He would walk to school with his friends, he'll come back, and there's one particular boy that was really bad. Nick was so bad that, honestly, I don't know. They said he's been in prison many times now. And this is something I noticed when they were all 10 years old. At the end of the day, you don't want them to get gunned down, shot, and all that. So I decided to start teaching KJ music production. So this was a tedious Saturday afternoon in 2010 when I started teaching him how to produce music, how to put beats together, how to put waves and, audio and everything. And he was just so stressed, but I didn't budge. Fire by force. He started crying. It was crazy. And then the next class, he started getting better. He was like, whoa, did I really record this? His love for music grew. Remember, I was a music journalist and a music publicist. So KJ would follow me everywhere I went. He met so many music celebrities across the globe. He did interviews with them. He had a blog called thekidreporter.com. And as time went on, this is a sad event. A DJ in Toronto was killed while coming down off the bus, DJ Platinum, and Sean was like a great kid. Till today, they haven't solved this case. They don't know who gunned him down, but it is looking towards an act of jealousy. He was a thriving DJ, and he was only 18 years old, had all this equipment, everything. This picture is actually from Sean's funeral reception. After the graveyard and everything, they have receptions in modern countries for their children, even if it's a kid that's lost. So the people that entertained were Sean's brother, the light-skinned boy who is at the ones and the twos. And you can see Rich KJT in the red shirt behind him with the mic. He was the MC. So the love for music grew so much that I never stopped until this picture went viral. Look at his hair. Notice how the hair is shaped and done, and the way he's holding those headphones. I got a call from DJ Paulie D. Paulie D was like, everybody was like saying this is like a baby Paulie D, kitty Paulie D. Everybody knows DJ Paulie D from Baywatch, and he was like KJ just looked like a black version of him. So go Google DJ Paula D. So Paula D wrote some really nice words on his page, and it was just like great. And the love for music, DJing, producing grew. We went back to Nigeria in 2012, 2013. KJ's love for music grew. But when I went to Port Harcourt prison, he now went and bought some equipment. Now, let me say something to you, because this mimics what happened to Sean Kingston. When Sean Kingston was 15, his mother went to prison, and his uncle took him into his home, and they put him in a recording studio, and he started recording music so he doesn't get on the streets, and the rest is history. KJ will wake up and not even go to bed in the middle of the night in the garage. Garage is already locked, and he will be making music in the garage. He'll be producing beats, he'll be making music, he'll be recording, and he ultimately made his own EP. A lot of you know the EP, KJT, Kid Just Trying. He's just trying. He grew up in a single mother home, which is me, and is doing well. And many of the tracks went viral, especially during the pandemic, because we bumped them on live video, we bumped them everywhere. So, as we moved to Lagos, we were staying in a hotel before our apartment was ready. KJ will sit up in the middle of the night recording in the hotel room when I'm fast asleep. Some of the biggest tracks came out of this hotel room. If you know 19, it was recorded right in this picture. 19, and back again, you know. After the armed robbery in Ibadan, where all our stuff was stolen, phones, laptops, and we lost 10 new songs in the missing laptop. At the end of the day, people, Emmanuel Emenike replaced all his equipment after he read it online. Emmanuel Emenike is a Nigerian football player, and this was the new equipment when it arrived. Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you. Who would ever forget what you did? So he now recorded 19 as a song to say he's back again after all the robbery and all the depression he went through, losing 10 new songs. Can't replace what went with that laptop. So at the Apartment Royal in Lagos, where we were, KJ was just recording music and all that. Please, if you need to know 19, just go to Rich KJT on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and check out his tracks and pick 19. It's a rap song. It's really nice, you know? And put it on your stories. Use Rich KJT music on your stories. Just search his name. On Meta, it's Rich_KJT. On TikTok, it's Rich KJT. Use his songs. Universal artists have been banned because of their dispute with TikTok. So there's not much music left, but use Rich KJT's song. And this is what happened after he finished 19. I woke up to go to the bathroom. I said, I need to take this picture. This is what you call a hard-working rapper. I see all the boxes there of all the equipment when they arrived. Thank you, Emmanuel Emenike. Mr. Emenike did so good for him. And as time went on, he returned to America. It was very hard adjusting there. Most of you have seen Joshua's Trauma. Joshua's Trauma is a docuseries I did last night. 4 parts to it. Go to YouTube and Facebook. It's on there. Listen to all he went through. KJ just wanted to get into a recording studio, a professional recording studio, save up money, so he was working 3 to 4 jobs. Now, this is Home Depot, a hardware store in America. This is inside a trailer at UPS, United Parcel Service. He was working at the warehouse, so he was shipping all your packages and scanning them at 3 in the morning till 9 a.m. He was really working. He was delivering food via DoorDash. He was walking dogs. He was washing plates in a restaurant and dishes, and just to save up for his music. And we have to remember the good memories before we left Nigeria. Only 2 radio stations invited him. Everybody else hated his mom, so they wouldn't invite him because his mom was a music journalist that wrote about celebrities and they didn't like it. Daddy Freeze called Rich KJT for an interview on the largest radio station in Nigeria. Shame on all the others. Cool FM. So he had his Cool FM debut. In fact, he was there twice. And then, of course, he battled on 32 FM. We will not forget you when we get that Grammy. You're the ones we're thanking after God. 32 FM as well as Cool FM, who asked him to come. You see what he's doing there? He's getting his song ready for on-air play. He recorded monetary affection inside this container, a storage unit in America. And there's Rich KJT working on more music.